Welcome to a brand new module. Over the last 3 weeks, you learned how AI thinks. Now we tackle a frustrating limit you've probably already hit. You ask an AI about recent news or your own company's documents, and it just can't help, or worse, it makes something up. Today we name that limit the knowledge problem, because understanding it is the key to the powerful fix that's coming. Welcome back to AI in 5. Here's the root of it. A language model learns everything during training, and then training stops. From that moment, its knowledge is frozen, locked to a specific cutoff date. It's like a brilliant person who read millions of books, then walked into a sealed room and never saw another headline. Incredibly knowledgeable about the past, completely blind to anything that happened after the door closed. That frozen knowledge creates 3 real gaps. First, it's out of date. Anything recent is simply missing. Second, it can't see your private world, your company's documents, your emails, your notes were never in its training, so it knows nothing about them. And third, when it hits something it doesn't know, instead of admitting it, it tends to guess, which is our old enemy, hallucination, showing up again. So let's draw the line clearly. A model knows general concepts, common knowledge, and pretty much everything written publicly up to its cutoff date. What it does not know is this week's news, your private or internal documents, and narrow facts specific to your business or life. The tricky part is, it sounds equally confident on both sides of that line, so you can't always tell which is which. And the deepest issue is this. On its own, a base model has no way to look anything up. It can't browse, it can't open your files, it can't verify a fact against a source. It only has what's baked into its frozen memory. So when reality has moved on, or the answer lives in a document it's never seen, the model is stuck, working from memory alone, with no reference to check. Now you might think, fine, just retrain it with the new information. But that doesn't work in practice. Training a large model is enormously expensive and slow. We're talking serious money and lots of time, not a quick refresh. And your information changes constantly, new emails, new files, new prices, every single day. You can't retrain a giant model every morning. We need something faster and far cheaper. So here's the elegant idea this whole module is built on. Don't cram the knowledge into the model. Instead, at the exact moment you ask a question, go find the relevant, up-to-date facts from a trusted source, hand them to the AI along with your question, and let it answer using that material. You're not changing the model. You're giving it the right notes, right when it needs them. Think of the difference between a closed book exam and an open book one. A base model is taking a closed book test, answering purely from memory, and bluffing when it forgets. We're about to hand it the textbook and say, look it up before you answer. That single shift, from closed book to open book, fixes the outdated knowledge, the private data gap, and a huge chunk of the hallucinations all at once. And that's the promise of the next few weeks. By the end of this module, you'll understand how to feed an AI fresh and private information, dramatically reduce made-up answers, and get responses that come with real, checkable sources. It's the technique that turns a clever talker into a reliable expert on your stuff. And it has a name you'll hear everywhere. So the knowledge problem is real, frozen memory, no access to your world, and confident guessing when it's unsure. But it has a beautiful solution, and we just sketched the shape of it. Tomorrow, we give that solution its proper name and break it down. It's called RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, and it changes everything. See you tomorrow on AI in 5.